This video is going to go over how to set up LandingSumoWP17. So once you install the theme, go ahead and activate it. Once it's activated, you'll get these notices up here that you need to install MetaBox and Redux framework. So you can use this to install it. I've already installed these plugins, so I'm just going to go into the plugins area and activate them. So activate the Redux. And the MetaBox. So once those are installed, you'll see this options menu now. And within the options, this is how we're going to customize and edit our theme. So the first tab that you'll see is this layout, and this is where we build the actual layout. So if we reload the front end of our site as of right now, you'll see that in the options we have the banner enabled. So when the front end reloads, you'll see that it doesn't look anything like the theme as of right now. We're looking to set up the theme like the demo, so it looks like this with the banner, some content here, and some nice portfolio section, the creators. So in order to set that up, we first need to create a new page. So add new. And we need to create the home page. Just call it home or whatever you want to do. And over here on the right hand side, we need to use the home page template. So let's publish that page. Once it's published, we need to go into settings and reading and set a static page to use that new home page. So now that we're using that home page template, if we reload the home page again, you'll see that it changes a little bit. You'll notice that we have this banner area here, kind of like our demo, and then this footer area. So what we need to do is add the other sections so it looks more like our demo. So again, back in the options panel, go into layout, we just need to add these modules so it looks like this area here. So you don't have to add them all, but I'm just going to add them all so we can make it look like our demo. So we have the two column, which is that. We have thinking that's probably the feature section. Left image. Portfolio. The creators. And the footer section. So if we just save those, we'll have a little bit of default content that I've already put in here for you. So see, it's trying to help you a little bit. But what we need to do is add the different sections. So right now, if you wanted to change the banner background image, you can simply upload an image, and here's the text area where you can change all the HTML code that you see within this banner. So you have Landing Sumo, build and customize your landing page, and then a learn more button. So you can see here all that can be editable. So then we go into this two column page that we see right here. So what we need to do is it's actually looking for a page to use. So let's go ahead and create that page. Go into pages, add new. Put in some copy here. Publish the page. Then back in the option section, layout. It's running so slow. We need to go into two column, go into the selector, and then create that or add that new page that we just used. Save those changes. Reload. You can see that all that content is being put in here. So right here we have this theme information title. If you go in the options panel, you can see that this 2-column header HTML code text area here. You can change the title right here, make it whatever you want. But you probably noticed that our content doesn't look the same as our demo. That's because our demo is using some Bootstrap column classes to make it into 2 columns. So what we could do is in our pages, that page that we created, is actually use some Bootstrap column classes. Looks similar to something like this. And you can get these column classes from getbootstrap.com, or you can just make it full width like we currently had. But I'm just going to copy this and make it 2 columns. You see that it also offset it by 2. So if you save that and you reload, you see that it goes into a nice little 2 column there. And again, these column classes are explained at getbootstrap.com. Sorry, my internet's running so slow today. Go into CSS, and then you go into grid system, and it kind of explains right here, you know, the different columns and how you can set them up. So you can use different columns however you'd want to make this content look however you'd like. So moving right along, right here we have these little featured areas. So in the back end, if you go into features and you add new, we can add features, of course, put in some filler content, and then select an icon for it. Notice the demo has these little icons right here. If you go to this website that's listed right here, you can find all kinds of different icons that you can use throughout the theme. So for example, let's just use this lock for now. Let's grab that name, put it in here, and publish that. And then when you reload the front end, you'll see that this feature gets added with the lock. So you can add as many features as you want, and they'll just list down the page. So the next one, we have this left image with this content over here. So what we need to do is add a new page. Left image, give it some content like we've been doing. And we need to set a featured image to be used. So we need to upload some files here. So once the image that is uploaded, you can set it as the featured image and publish that page. Then we need to go into options, layout, and then we need to set this page to use the left image page. Set this section to use the left image page that we just created. So when we refresh the front end of the site, you'll notice that the image is used, and also the content and the author of this content as well. So just like the demo here. So if you want yours to look kind of like the demo here, you of course need to write some, or do a little styling to your text. So back into the pages, all pages, the left image. You can go to the visual mode. Make things bigger, make some of the content H1 tags. I'm actually going to copy in the demo text here. You'll see that this is a H1, H3. I have a button down here, so when we update that and refresh, it looks like the demo content. And this image is being pulled from the author. So if you have Gravatar set up, it'll automatically pull that image in. You can also install other third-party plugins where it'll allow you to, upload a custom image if you don't want to use Gravatar. So moving right along, we next have the portfolio section. So all we need to do is go to the portfolio, go to add new, and name it. Add some content in here, and then upload an image. So upload file, and select the image and publish. And when you reload the front end, see that the portfolio items start coming right along. So the demo actually doesn't have all this content in here. So if we update that, it just has the title. If you update it, it looks pretty good. And it looks like they put by John Doe or whoever, but you could easily put in content there. Publish it. It'll look similar to the demo. So as you add portfolio items, again, they'll start lining up and looking just like the demo. I don't want to do each one in this video because it'll make the video 10 times longer. So we're going to move along to the creator section. So that's right here. If you add new, just add some content, set the image. We'll select this guy and publish. And like always, when you reload, we'll have a creator section with the content, the name that you gave it, and the image. And you can change this title back into our options panel. Maybe you want to call it something other than the creators. You scroll down here, and right here where it says creators header, you just change that content right there. So the next section we have here is like this little call to action section. And you can see here that this content is already being displayed right here. All we're doing is missing an image. You can see that I'm looking for this image right here, but it's not actually in there. So what we could do is we could go to our media, and whatever image that we want to use, we just grab that URL. So I think it's this one here. We can grab this URL right here, copy that, whatever image that you upload, go into appearance. We just need to change that URL. So it would be this right here. I'm going to take off the, don't use our image. If you want to use this image, go ahead and download it and save it on your server and upload it. reload here. You see that the image gets populated right here underneath the text. Pretty cool. So then the next section that we have here is this footer area. So in our options panel, if you go into footer, you can change the form code, and you can watch the other video on how to integrate MailChimp or whatever newsletter software they're using to use these same classes so it'll be styled the same way. But other than that, we need to go to Appearance Widgets and get rid of all these here. And you can see in our demo that we have three different footer areas. So what we need to do is go into our widgets and just add a text area here. And I'm just going to paste some content in here that has an icon class, an address. You can copy this code if you want to use. So if we save that one and we reload here, you'll see that we have our first little widget area here. So we need to copy those, do something similar. You can put whatever content in you want right here. It'll display. Reload. See that the content gets added. So that goes over quickly how to set up this theme. Pretty straightforward. You can go in here into the options panel, and you don't even have to use all the homepage modules if you don't want. You can move these over to disabled if you don't want to use them. And there's also this custom CSS section where you can change classes and change colors of things if you don't want to create a child theme. So I'm going to end this video here. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out.